Hello and welcome to Thread Sketching in Action number 58. I'm Deborah Wirsu of deborahwirsu.com. Just a few days ago I wrote an article on my blog about creativity. In this I mentioned how I was inspired by other artists and the subject matter they choose, but to then work in my own way with my own ideas and my own supply of inspirational photos. So, having used the very same photo I took some years ago of my garden of sunflowers, I thought I'd explore how I could take this same idea and make it look completely different. Anyone who has followed this series from the beginning will know that sunflowers have been a recurring theme in my work, and most of them have been inspired by the same original image. The first very obvious thing I changed is the colour. Sunflowers are not pink, but hey, why not? Taking my original drawings, the design was abstracted a little to make the petals a different shape, but still recognisable as petals. In the blog article, I suggested people should let their hair down a bit, go a bit wild with their ideas. I don't think I've gone very wild with this one, but each time I push the design further is another step in developing the idea. Another area to explore is the technique used. Although I've used a stitching technique that is one I particularly love, that is all over free motion thread sketching, it's not a technique I've used for sunflowers before. I'm afraid I've gone off on rather a tangent with my discussion today, not really talking about the making of this piece. However, you will have seen that it began with a prepared background of various elements, to which I then built up layer upon layer of thread colour. It's always important when stitching any piece like this to consider the order in which you lay down the colours. A general rule is to begin with the background, gradually moving forwards towards elements that are closest to the viewer. This helps create depth, balance, and a sense of realism. This was one of those designs where I could have gone on adding colour almost indefinitely, so at some point a decision to stop needs to be made. In the end, I began to think that this has taken on the look of a lovely pink coneflower rather than a cheerful sunflower. Perhaps I should have called it Sunflower in Disguise. Thanks for watching, and I hope you'll join me again next time. If you are interested in learning more about my techniques, please keep a lookout in coming weeks for the release of my first online workshops. In the meantime, please visit my website at deborahwirsu.com for more tips, tutorials, patterns and videos.